Good evening. My name is Naveen Kumar Selvam, and my matrix number is CN200109. My supervisor for this project is Dr. Hazri. So my title for this project is Automatic Flavored Drinking Water Maker. So let's start with the introduction. This system is designed to make flavored drinking water automatically when a button is pressed. So another critical feature is that the machine must be capable of monitoring the water level because we don't want last minute preparation when when the tank is low. So next, this is my Gantt chart. So every week we have to update everything in this map to according to this Gantt chart. So next is my PSN flow chart. As we can see, everything in this flowchart uh, goes according to the plan. So next, the problem statement for my project is most of the restaurants or cafes have a problem on delivering the drinks or food on time. So that is the main issue. And other than that, with this machine, we can increase the productivity rate um, of each drinks. So next, the objective. So the objective, we have three objectives here. The first one is to develop a system for a device to make an automatic juice maker. The second one is the developed system can accurately measure all type of liquid volume supply. The third one is develop an indicator to monitor the water level of each liquid to ensure the water is enough. So next, for my project scope, um, first, we have three scopes. First one is an Arduino microcontroller will be used as a system controller and will be equipped various type of electronic equipment such as water level sensor, electronic valve to control the movement of liquid. Second one, two tank will be installed in this tank. First one will be named as primary tank and the second is a secondary tank, which will allow us to measure the measurement of liquid. And for the third scope, several LEDs used as an indicator for the water level with two high and low. So next, let me start with my previous project. So the first one is about an lemon juice vending machine. So this machine is typically uses LCD to integrate with the system and using a microcontroller as well. So next, for my second previous project, title is Arduino based liquid vending machine. So this machine is controlled by Arduino and has a Wi-Fi module, which will RFID module to uh, to to make it good. So the third previous project is a portable cocktail maker barboard with an app. This uses Arduino as well and uses relay to control the pump, which need to wait for the Arduino signal. And then the next previous project 4 is about automatic mixing machine. This is designed to make five drinks together at once and has a water pump and electronic valve, which is similar to my project using a solenoid valve. Next is about the drink motorizer Raspberry Pi. This system uses Arduino and a Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi is to keep all the program of the recipe and the Arduino is controlling the pumps and the water pumps. And lastly, for the last previous project is an IoT based automatic juice vending machine. This system is using a Wi-Fi module and having a cooling system inside it, which will um, make the drinks in cold. This is uses ESP82 Wi-Fi module to interface with microcontroller, which used to connect the cloud for sending data to cloud via the internet. So next is about comparing each and previous project. So basically, most of the common thing we can see here is most of the project is uses LED, LCD, relay, um, and uses Arduino IDE software to use. And this is the other two. Certain projects uses Raspberry as a controller, and certain project is costly and high maintenance as well. So next is a discussion of the literature review. In this literature review, we can learn that in project one, in previous project one, the vending machine, we can see the main backbone of this project, which is the Atmega that is used in the system. So the second is the 8-channel release also being used commonly in for these types of projects, and and a Wi-Fi module is used to interface between the microcontroller and the cloud setting with the menus. இப்படி pause பண்றது? Next, next is the conclusion of the literature review. இது ஏன் போ As a conclusion, we can say the primary aspect of developing an automated flavoring drinking water machine is to make drinks with the proper ingredient, variety of drinks, and speed of making a drink. We also can discover that the controller used with an efficient program and the hardware used the most important aspect of an automated juice system. Other than that, the user interface is also very important, and water monitoring system is also important. Other than that, choosing the right hardware and design is also important for ensuring the project goes according to our flowchart. So next is we're going into methodology. So this is the 3D design for my project. This is the tube which the silicon valve will go in and will as an output which will go into the glass. And this is the side view of the project, and this is the back view of the project. So next, I'll just elaborate about basic flowchart of my program. So we have to start with the 12-volt supply, and then the setup will initialize equipment, and then we have a drink selection menu, and then after the drinks is selected, primary tank will pump the water through a water pump to the secondary tank, and from the secondary tank it will then pump to the mixer tank which will mix the drink, and then the mixing will then go to the output which will go to the glass. So next, this is the detailed flowchart of the program. So basically, after the system is initialized, the display will display welcome screen will appear, and then there will be selection of three menu, which is syrup, lemon, and syrup lemon. uh, all these three, and then after the user selected, then for example the user selected syrup juice, then the display screen will appear, are you sure you're choosing the syrup juice? And then if the users presses no, then the system will go back to the initial stage, and if the user press yes, then the water pump will be on. For instance, for this syrup juice, water pump 1, 2, and 4 will be connected. And for example, if lemon juice, then water pump 1, 3, and 4 will be on. So followed by that, then the water will be pumped to the secondary tank, and there's a water level sensor in the secondary tank which will detect how the quantity of each liquid to pour to make the drink. And then after pouring the drinks in the secondary tank, then the display will mention that the syrup making is in progress. So followed by once the secondary tank release the water, I mean the sensor is detected, then the water pump will be off after the water level sensor is detected. Water pump of 1 to 4 and will be off, and to 4 of solenoid valve will on to pour to the mixer. So when mixing time, the display will display mixing in progress, and the DC will be on to mix the drinks, and the output solenoid valve will be on for 20 seconds to ensure all the drinks is out from the mixer tank, and the display will mention that the drink is ready for pickup. And after the process ends, the system will go back to start over here. Will mention the welcome screen. So next is the block diagram. So the block diagram, we have six different segments. The first one is the indicator sensor, which is we have four water level sensor will directly connected to Arduino Mega, and a power supply which connected to relay, and the relay will trigger on and off of the four valve and the pump and the mixer and the output valve. And the water level indicator is also used by an LED for each tanks. For example, green LED for enough and red is for low, need to be refilled. So the user interface is also push button and an LCD to interact with the user. So next, the hardware used for this project is Arduino Mega, solenoid valve, this motor, water level sensor, a silicon tube. And the software used is Microsoft Word to make the report, and Arduino to program. Proteus is for the simulation of the circuit and circuit diagram, and SketchUp I used for 3D model to design the 3D model, and this software driver was used to design the flowcharts and the block diagram. So next, this is a simulation of my design. Yeah, this was simulation of my design. So this is the welcoming screen. When the machine is powered up, the welcoming screen will display the three selection of three juice. And then once the button is chosen, for example, the user press number 2, and the screen will mention, are you sure, yes or no? If no, it will return to the home page. If yes, then the drink will be in progress. Earlier, this is a simulation of the water pump for example, like for this button is for syrup, so it will trigger that following motor to run. So this is the table. We can see that when push button 1 is on, the water pump of 1, 3, and 4 will be on. And for similarly, if button 2 is on, motor 1, 2, and 3 water pump will be on. So similarly, all this button, and this is a yes and no button. So next, this is the expected result. So the system is programmed to be friendly with the user, means the interacting system is not that difficult to be understand. It can be used by everyone, and each button control different tasks such as selection of drinks and confirmation of starting of button. So the system is also built with two tank, a primary and a secondary tank to make the precise measurement. And a water level sensor is also have to be placed in the secondary tank and in a primary tank. In a primary tank is to monitor the water level, and in the secondary tank is to uh, make the precise measurement. So next, as a conclusion for chapter methodology, the sector examines the technique that can be used and the techniques that we can use to design a project and implement in our own ways. We can design in the softwares that can be used to make a proper design. For example, the solenoid valve was chosen because it has a quick response of on and off. So the choices of component and the choices of softwares and the design is everything have to make in chosen in a way that it can be used in the industry soon. So this is references for where I collected the information from. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you.